All right, Andy.
Welcome to the Dawg Chug. Roger, how you doing?
Andy, I'm doing great. I'm in baseball mode.
Yes, you are.
Yes, man. I love baseball.
I wanted to run up and grab a baseball shirt, but my wife is sleeping and she wakes up very easily, and I would have gotten in trouble for that. So
yeah, that's not a good idea.
Except the Great Lakes beer shirt, but I'm sure you appreciate the Great Lakes beer because you're usually drinking your Edmonds Fitzgerald, but I hope you're not drinking that tonight.
I got an Edmund. Yeah, of course. That's what I drink. That's
I think you're going to have to
until summertime.
No. We had a little bet on if Adam the Bull was actually leaving or if it was a April Fool's joke. And you put 3 tall boy Coors Lights on the line. He did, in fact, leave. So it is time for you to pay up and to go drink your Coors Light.
Andy, I can be held liable for something I do. Drinking on the Dawg Chug. I don't think that you can.
Well, you can do what you want, but I will call you a Welch for the rest of the year if you fail to do this. Right. You might want to think that carefully. And it's been a trying week for me. Usually I have about 5 beers out when I start the chug, and right now I've got 11. As you saw from my supersized open, I am. It's been a rough week.
Yeah. That's what you were telling me. What? How many? 3 of these? What does that? What is that? Like a 6-pack?
That's about 4 beers, right? 16 ounces, 16 ounces, 16 ounces. Yes, 4 beers, 4 Coors Lights. You can handle it.
I thought I'd fit 2 of them in here, but I can't.
Ross points out that you look like a pixel, and I want to bring in Ed and Ross. How's it going, guys? I wanted to say, Ed, thank you so much this week for doing all the great promotions. You've been doing them amazingly. I have not pointed out that I appreciate it. So I wanted to do it publicly. It's been a tough week. I have not been very present, but you've been doing great. Ross actually came to the game today. I'm super excited to play that with everyone. So guys, great job helping carrying the show. You make this thing run, and I appreciate you. Roger said I shouldn't say this. I shouldn't waste time, but I said we have to.
Well, since you had to get it in, they do an awesome job. Did you see what I did with the link tree?
No.
I blew it on my promo. I typed it. Oh, it's huge. I can't get it straight. Thank God for Ross and Ed, though.
And Ross just pointed out that we forgot to change our little title. So it will not be the Buffalo joining us tonight. We actually have another amazing guest. Is that something we can change in the middle of the show, Ross?
I just edited it, but I'll have to see what Twitter does after I do that.
Yeah.
Either you could like end the stream and start it again. That's what you can do.
We're not going to do that. That's
we can't lose that one. We can't lose that one person, guys.
Exactly. Well, also Ed, great job last night in the Barking Browns. I have not gotten to watch the entire show as it was a crazy night for me, but I heard your little song there, and that was great. Well done.
Thank you, sir.
I can't wait for you to do fun little bits like that on the Dawg Chug. So
I will.
We have a great show tonight. And I think we're going to kick it off with, we're not going to do that because we are waiting on someone. So I have a little special guest. He has not jumped on yet. We're going to do Ed School a little bit different tonight. So, there you go. What did you did the Ed sign and someone, what did they think you were doing?
Well, they probably thought I was throwing up some kind of gang sign or something like that, or maybe some political thing. But I just want you to know that I love me some me, and anytime you see hand gestures, it's going to be for shameless, selfless promotion.
Okay. Roger, what do you think about that?
Well, I thought he was in a gang when he first did it, and I thought he was giving gang signs on the Dawg Chug, and that's all was going on. But then I realized that's gang Ed. It took me a minute.
The left side's the Crip side, So, but I don't do that because if I'm gonna die, it's for myself. It's for myself.
I'm glad you got to. I had the Chief on the shoulder of my Hershiser jersey, and I was like, should I wear the Chief? You know, I don't want to offend anybody. I'm past that, but I got this hat. It was an early birthday present, and I was a dick about it to my wife.
How?
Well, because I wear hats. I always wear a hat. I've worn a hat for 40, 50 years, 40 years. And I pick them out, and I was like, I don't like that C. But the way I said it, because I was actually looking at hats at the time, and I was thinking about getting an umpire's hat. And she's like, I already ordered you a Guardians hat. I was like, which would you get? She said, and I don't care for the C. I wanted the winged one. And I was like a baby. I pouted. It was an early birthday present. No, tonight, and I had to apologize, and I was a dick about it.
Andy, but Roger said he's afraid to offend anybody. Have we ever done anything on this show to offend anybody? I mean, that's just not what we do, right?
What were you afraid to offend anyone about?
I said I was afraid to offend him.
Yeah, that's what about the Wahoo. So I was just wondering. I mean, they're not.
Oh, you mean about? I'm talking about in that. I was up in the Upper Peninsula, and I didn't realize, and I had a Chief Wahoo hat. You get a whole different look up there than you do from. I know a family has like 8 brothers, the Ray family, and they're all Cleveland Indian. They always have Chief Wahoo, but they grew up in Cleveland. You go up to Upper Peninsula with the Chief Wahoo hat on, you're gonna get some looks. I felt uncomfortable.
You look sexy, Roger.
There's a lot of reservations up there.
Yeah, it's kind of tough. I don't know.
So I don't like to offend people,
right?
Intentionally.
Did they not listen to your top 22 last week?
It's not that big of an issue for me. It was awesome. Part of my childhood. He's gone.
Ed brings up a good point. Were you worried about offending anyone when you read your top 22 reasons we signed?
I mean,
no.
Nazi,
See, that's a whole different scenario. We're gonna offend some people tonight. You guys were brilliant. You guys were brilliant. I can't wait.
We have another great top 10 list for you. If you're easily offended, you should probably, just leave the show pretty soon. But fortunately, it's probably going to happen.
Probably.
All right. We're still kind of waiting. What does everyone think about tomorrow's game?
Oh, opening day at 7:00. That's
no, it's
lame in my
4:10.
opinion.
4:10.
4:10.
Oh, they moved it? Okay.
It's 4:10.
I thought it was announced at 7:00 for a while, but
so it's a 3:00 game there, right? Kansas City.
oh, it's
Kansas
away.
City.
Yeah, I'm thinking the home.
Or no,
opener,
it's a
the home opener is a 7:00 game.
It'd be
the 15th.
It'd be a 5:00 game in Kansas City. Would people get off work?
All right. Well, we still have a special guest coming on, but let's give him a little bit of time. And that is a clue that it is he. Ross and Ed, I'm going to say goodbye for now. And let's bring on our great guest who's actually been on the show a couple weeks ago during the shit show. I don't even remember when he was on because by that point, I think I was like 20 shots in. And if I said anything, I apologize. But Jay, welcome back to the Dawg Chug.
There he is.
How's it
What's
going?
up, fellas?
Thank you so
Hey, how
much
are you?
for
I apologize. I'm trying to work with my phone, and I thought I had a stand, but it didn't quite work out right. So,
well, we usually
Yeah,
like to figure stuff out as we go, so this is perfect. You could just spend the rest of the show trying to get it right, and you'll fit right in.
I'll get it. I'll be all right. Hey, Roger, how's it going?
Hey, how you doing, man? What'd you get? Did you get one of those crazy ones with the hands, like that hold your phone, or?
Oh no,
plastic?
it's like it's just a little. It's like that. But
Oh
if I
yeah,
put my phone in it, it just shoots right up at the ceiling. So
yeah.
as with most things, I always trust my hand.
Yeah.
Yes.
None of them work.
Unreliable.
All right, I'm gonna bring Ed back on really quick.
Here comes
Ed, how's
Ed.
it going tonight? Let's move you
Great.
over too, by the way. Actually, let's just do this. So, we've done this Ed School bit quite a bit lately. It's the year of the Ed. If anyone hasn't realized, we are going to make Ed shine, and in order to do that, we have to train Ed to be great. And I've already noticed an improvement. Obviously, last night's song was brilliant. You've had some really good calls on the radio lately. If anyone listens to Cleveland Talk Radio, Ed is amazing on there.
I'm a whore.
We're trying to get you amazing here. And in order to help do that, facilitate that, we're doing Ed School. So in the past, we've asked you questions, and based on your answers, we've graded you. We've given you a point system. Today, we're going to do it a little bit differently. I don't think anything makes you better than competition. So in the spirit of that, we are going to ask you and another person a question, and then we're going to grade who had the better answer. And fortunately,
Yes.
Jay, you're going to help us do this. Ross is still working a little bit on the game, so we're going to let you be the third judge. We're going to give both the mystery guest and Ed the opportunity to answer a question. And we're just going to literally go around and say who we thought had the better answer and why. The question I have for you, Ed, is do you want to go first, or do you want to go second where you get to hear his answer and you have a little bit extra time to think? Because you are the incumbent, I'm going to give you that opportunity.
Andy,
Yeah.
just like a certain quarterback in Cleveland, I don't want competition. Trade me.
That was not the
Trade.
question that I asked.
Denied.
Yeah, your trade is denied. So do you want to go first or do you want to go second?
I will go second. I will
All
defer.
right. Then we're going to bring on our mystery guest. He's coming back to the Dawg Chug for about the 15th time because we love him so much. I'm waiting for him to get back to his computer. He just walked away.
So you probably wish I would have went first then.
Well, here he comes. Here he comes. He was just getting a chair. The one, the only, the great, the person that you have the man crush on. Gator, welcome back to the Dawg Chug.
What's happening, fellas? How we doing?
Gator,
What up?
what's happening, my man?
Nothing. Just hanging out. Sorry, I didn't mean to leave you hanging there for a second. I was just trying to figure I should sit on something while I'm doing this. So
Hey, no worries. Again, we like when this show goes shitty. So the fact that it took an extra minute is just perfect. All right. Well, Ed, because he's a coward, wants you to go first. So we're going to ask you a question. We're going to ask Ed the same question. We're going to grade who had the better answer. And we're going to see.
okay. Now here's my question: Is Roger going to pay attention so that he knows who to vote for this time? Because
Probably not. There's a 50-50 chance he's going to vote you. And if he doesn't, you still have me and Jay.
I've already predetermined who won.
This shit's rigged anyways. I'm gonna lose.
Definitely.
I don't even need to hear the questions.
I'm gonna lose.
It's a very simple question today. Usually we go some political question that throws you off, whatever. Today it's just going to be, what should the Browns do with their first pick? Right now they have pick 44. What should they do with it? Who should they pick? Why? Go.
Well, I think they should trade up. That's what I would do. I mean, it seems like you're all in at this point, right? So you got to go kind of like the Rams did. Like you just got to spend as much as you possibly can to get the best possible players you can. It seems like a lot of that might depend on whether or not Watson gets a long suspension or nothing at all. But I think you got to go all in here. You got to move up and get a wide receiver or, I don't know, D tackle, the best available person you can get.
All right. Ed, same question.
Can you hold on for 1 second?
Yeah, sure. I think he has a family emergency going on.
No, it's not actually that. I think that this is going out to somebody in Oklahoma today because this one's for you, Jessica.
Ah.
Whatever Ann Crew does and says and wants to do, that's what we should do at 44. That's right, motherfuckers.
Is
That's
that your
fine.
answer?
That's
That's
my final answer.
All right. Well, this is obviously rigged. Roger, we'll start with you. Who had the better answer there?
I mean, I can't even. It's Gator. Because I'm thinking the same thing. The Rams, the Browns shifted gears and they said we're going to do what the Rams did. We're going all in. We're just everything. We're going all in.
Absolutely.
Jay,
Yeah.
Oh, right, Roger. You can finish your thought. I apologize.
No, I had no idea what was going on with that, and then Andrew came in and Crew came in, and
What can I ask? What did Ancrew say again? Because it was so brief. I think I missed it.
He said, trust him, trust Ann Crew.
Okay.
And so whatever. So Roger, when you say, and you're validating Gator's point, when I say trust Ann Crew, maybe he'll do what Gator actually said to do. We don't know yet. All I'm saying is just trust him.
no, I get it. But like when I was like a kid and I'd go to sleep and pretend I was before I fell asleep, dreaming that I'd be a fireman, like I look just like Gator. That's what I look like. And so Gator's gonna probably win.
All right, Jay, I have to ask who had the better answer there, Gator or Ed in Columbus?
Well, I think the answer is obvious, but I do have a question.
Sure.
Was that a sock? Was that an Andrew Barry sock?
Yes.
It was a crew sock. It's Ann Crew.
Crew Barry.
You haven't met Ann Crew and Sockfansky?
I haven't. I
You
haven't.
missed some of the
Thanks-
absolute worst
thanks for watching,
episodes of
Jay.
our show.
That's for Jessica.
Thanks for
See what's
tuning.
inside the
Hey,
sock.
Jay,
I'm just glad there's no stains on that sock. That's all. It looked pretty clean. So that.
Jay, thanks
The
for
stains
tuning
are on
in.
the inside.
Hey Ed, I love you, but Gator, he got it. He got it. Nice socks though.
Thank you.
All right. Ed, I just have to ask you, trust and crew, if we drafted a punter with pick 44, am I still supposed to trust him? I mean, I'm going to you to get
Andy, we
do.
just took a quarterback with 22 women accusing him of, some weird things. Trust Ann Crew. Yeah. If he takes a punter, what more can you not trust in him? Because he already did something
Okay.
that,
It's just a bad answer. Move on.
Let me go. A step. Wouldn't the show be boring if after every question we just said, "Oh, just trust the front office"?
Well, that's why we brought the sock in, because it's better when the sock says it.
All right, I'm going with Gator.
Ed,
You're starting to make me skeptical that this is the year of Ed. I'm not sure anymore. I think
You know what? This is not. I might as well not take it as seriously as I did. I wasn't going to win anyways, so
Ed,
I feel proud
Ed,
of my performance.
Ed, I'm going to agree with you that the sock doing it is better than the actual front office doing it.
Thank you.
I'm going to agree with you on that.
I'm winning over hearts and minds with sock puppets, and that one, like I said, is dedicated to Jessica because she didn't ever want to see these sock puppets again, so I had to bring them out tonight. So we love you in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Okay. Well, that Gator, I want to thank you for jumping on. Sorry that I had to bother you for this nonsense on a Wednesday.
Oh, it's all right.
Thanks, Gator.
I want you to come back next week or whenever you're available next and play it again, and hopefully it'll be a more even match.
Yeah, I would hope so, but I doubt it.
All right, Ed, good job. Even though you were terrible, you still made it hilarious. So I appreciate it.
Andy, in my defense, I wasn't going to win anyways, so it might as well have just been crazy. I knew I wasn't going to win.
See, Ed did it perfectly. You can't beat
I wasn't
Gator.
going to win.
Even if you're not going to win, can you at least give your best effort?
Ann Crew is my best. You know what? Ann Crew and I have been friends. We bonded since I've met him, and we brought him. Just like Pinocchio and Geppetto.
All right. What about this? What if Andrew said, "Hey man, we should draft a wide receiver, the best one available," or something? If you gave us something instead of just saying trust Andrew.
Look, I'll be honest with you. That Houston herb that we talked about last time on Ann Crew, we had a little pregame action.
You can't make it up.
He's so much more interesting on this show than he is on the Barking Browns, if you think about it.
Browns Twitter that's not watching the Dawg Chug's missing out, Jay. What do you think? This is quality podcasting right here.
This is it.
Quality content.
This is as good as it gets. Epitome.
All right. Well, Jay, thank you so much for jumping on again. You came on the shit show. I cannot believe you came back.
Hey,
Very brave of you.
anytime. I'm glad you guys had me. I got to be honest, I'm fighting a whole bunch of sinus stuff right now, so I was happy to get on and see you guys. Roger,
Jay,
as always, cheers to you, boys.
Cheers to you.
Salute.
All right. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it. Good to see you, boys.
Always.
all right,
What are you
Jay,
drinking?
take care, brother.
This is Groovy Juice. Fatheads.
Ooh,
Juice. Nice.
nice,
Mhm.
nice.
The liquor store has a 12 pack of variety. It's got like Headhunter, Groovy Juice, a few others for $20. All fatheads.
And how strong is that?
I think it's like 6.
All right. Do you see
Looking
Roger
great.
there pouring his beer?
Yeah. What you got there? A little sangria?
A little Coors Light action.
He's making me drink this. I won't serve this
Not
puddle
making
water.
you.
I wouldn't serve this puddle water to the Philistines.
When is the
This
last
is-
time you had a Coors Light, Roger? Jeez, or just any light beer. Excuse me.
I did. I was, I don't know, man. I didn't drink for like a long time. And not by just because I didn't drink. And then I started drinking. It was like craft beer right out of the gate. That was about 10 years ago, and it was a couple craft beers a day. I think this was my first light beer in 10 years, to be honest with you.
Prepare to have a headache.
Oh,
All right. We're going to move on to our favorite show on the Dawg Chug, Spit, Sip, Chug. And Jay, obviously, you know how to play this, but just for the audience at home that has not listened to this bit, I'm going to read a statement. If you strongly agree with it, you're going to explain why in chug. If you're tepid on the answer, you're going to explain why in sip. And if you strongly disagree, you're going to explain why in spit. So super easy. We have 3 rounds tonight. And Jay, we're going to start with you. The Cleveland Indians, after re-signing Clace and Jose, have done enough this offseason.
I'm going to spit on that. I mean, for doing what a team should do, kind of the bare minimum, I was shocked, but not shocked to find out that was the largest contract that they gave a player. I think they should have done it when, I think they should have done it when the Indians were, they were in the prime of their window, and they were going for the World Series every other year. They didn't spend the money now they are. Yeah, I'm spending on that.
All right. Roger, you are the baseball fan of the group, so everyone lean in close as he answers this question.
I'm going to sip on it. Should they have spent money this offseason? I think they should have. I think they should have bolstered the bullpen, and they should have brought in maybe a right field bat. I think that left field with Rosario, he's a legitimate 2-hole. I think that Straw's just a baseball. He's a ball player, man. That kid's just a ball player, and he's going to go, he's going to hustle, and I like Straw. The right field's up in here. But I'm sipping on it because what are they going to do after they didn't get maybe a couple targets? And that's what Antonetti said, because they did target and they did make offers, but they were beat out. They didn't, get those ball players. I don't believe in just throwing money at ball players because we should, or they think they should, when you have the young talent that the Guardians have coming through our system. We have an elite system, I'm sipping on that. They should have spent in the beginning, but just to go out and spend money and make fans happy. I think signing Jose and having these young ball players, this team can win 90 games.
All right. So my answer is a little bit complicated. I was having a conversation last night actually about this very thing. And, ultimately I believed if you're not going to sign Jose to an extension, then the next best move is to trade him. And if we traded Jose Ramirez right now, I feel like that would have been as controversial as, trading for Deshaun Watson. It would have been the biggest shit show. Everyone would have been complaining and it would not have been good. I really was hoping they were going to re-sign him. I didn't think they were. And I was really frustrated. So when I woke up this morning, I was, thrilled, obviously. Ultimately, I'm going to agree with Roger and say, I don't just want to spend money to spend money. We have a lot of sort of fringe guys that might be good, might suck, but there's just a ton of them. We have to figure out if these guys can play. I want to give them the runway to do that. We're not really probably going to be contending this year, in my opinion. I think we're sort of getting close to opening the window, but we got to figure out what we have. So I totally agree with Roger said. If there was the right guy there, great, bring him in. But don't just throw money to say, hey, look, we're doing what the fans want. Trust the process.
Bring in Bro, Ohio.
Yeah. Trust the process. I think this is going to be a fun year where we watch guys get better, and then we can hopefully spend the money next year to kind of fill and patch the holes that we realize we have. So with all that being said, I know I'm going to get killed for saying this, but I'm actually chugging on this. I think they did what they needed to do, and I am excited. Go Guardians.
Go Guards.
Okay. Question number 2. Actually, I want to get Ed's take on this one. Ed?
Yes, sir.
What say you? Did the Guardians do enough?
Yeah, Andy, as much as sometimes we butt heads and you always lowball me with Ed School and everything, I thought if I was going to go up against you with that question and then your answer first, I'd almost be like not even respond to it because you said everything I would have said. I think, the problem is they have, what's fun about this team is if the pitching keeps them in it, the bullpen, it comes down to the bullpen because I think the starting pitching's good. Obviously, it's better than most teams. I do think they have 3 or 4 hitters, major league hitters. I think Jose's obviously a superstar, and you have 3 others with Reyes, and I think even Ernie Clement for time. I think what they have to do is they have to get hot together in the beginning, build confidence, because I think there are some good players here. Why spend money? You're just going to put them in, and I think that actually complicates things, and I hope the fan base actually shows up the games. I need to show up to more games, even living in Columbus. The Guardians deserve us to show up to games because at the end, we got the second best viewership when it comes to TV, and when Cleveland always buys merchandise. I get that, but showing up to games, it's a lot to go down there and spend a lot, money with your family, especially if they don't feel like the product is major league. You know what I'm saying? But I do give it time, just like '93 with the Tribe before they moved into Jacobs Field in '94, '95. This team, you got to let it play out. And we have a great manager, right? Hall of Fame manager. We have awesome pitching. We have, the bullpen. It comes down to the bullpen. But Andy, great answer, and I'm going to shut up now.
All right. I was worried the show was going to go short today, but now I realize we are actually going to go long. Now let's bring in Gator back and let's get his answer.
What's the question?
With the re-signing of Jose and Clase, how do you say that? I don't even know. Did the Guardians do enough?
No.
Oh, sorry. The Guardians did enough. Okay, go. You said not even close?
Not even close, right? I mean, you can't, just because you re-signed the one guy you were supposed to re-sign doesn't mean an entire offseason of you sitting on your hands doing nothing but changing the way your C looks on your hat and changing half the name of the team. Like, that's not enough. Not even close. No debate.
All right.
Thank
you, Gator. Now who had the better answer there?
They fixed the signs and stuff too, though. They did.
They did. Yeah. When they
anchored them a little better into the concrete.
Yeah.
They had a problem. They fixed it. All right, Roger. Now I want you to decide who had the better answer there, Gator or Ed.
I'm going with Ed.
All right. And
I'm going to go with Ed on that one.
Jay?
I agree. Ed,
Wow.
Ed pulled it out.
It's
I was educated.
Ed, you might have gone a little long, but I agreed with everything you said. Ed, you win.
Yes. Hey, I got a question for Gator. Is he, with that answer, is he 43? Because he was acting like an old curmudgeon a little bit. Just support the team. They're Cleveland. We won. First name is still the same. Diamondback C, fastball G logo, even though I'm wearing a Wahoo. So never mind that.
I'm not satisfied at all. I mean, look at what the Browns, look at my last answer about the Browns, right? The Browns are trying to win a Super Bowl. Are the Guardians trying to win the World Series? No.
When you're gonna lose, just bring a sock out there, Gator. You should have put. If you're gonna lose anyway, you should.
There you idiot from Columbus. Here's my sock right now. Done.
Roger. I'm finally.
That's a better answer now.
I've been harassed. I want an HR complaint into the dog.
Okay.
Wow. HR, it's the holidays. Human resources are closed until after the holidays.
What was Ed's answer anyway? What did Ed say? I don't know.
It went on for a long time. Thank you for making me piss my pants there. That was amazing.
That was.
Ross, go ahead and mark that part of the show for when we do the Chuggies for the best show moment.
Random sock cameo.
No more socks.
What? All right, time to get in the underwear drawer. See what's in there.
All right, Gator, thank you for weighing in on that one. I thought this was an important question enough that we should let everyone weigh in.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I appreciate your perspective. All right, let's get back to question number 2 of Spit Sip Chug. Okay, so at some point in the future, when Baker Mayfield plays his first game in First Energy Stadium, will the fans that are cheering for him the fans that are cheering for him will outweigh the boos? Will the cheers outweigh the boos? That's actually how I want to say that. And we're actually going to start with Roger.
That's a tough question.
That is a tough question.
I don't think he's going to be booed so much as, other than like the Misfits, or I mean, I don't know. That's a tough question. I'm gonna sip on it because I think that he did what he did here. He did win some important games, and it was an important time in the franchises. It's going to be folklore in 10 years. You know what I mean? And that's only if he. I think he's going to be he's a starting quarterback in the NFL. I don't think. I depend. It's going to be the climate. What the game, who he's playing for, what the game is. What's on the line, etc. I don't think the boos will outweigh it. So I guess I'm spitting on that. That's a good question, Andy.
Thank you, Roger. And I think I said the cheers will outweigh the boos. I had that right. I did a good job last week. I'm not doing a good job this week, but to that, if that's how it was worded, it's very thin. This is a very close answer, and I think saying spit is kind of a lame answer. I think you got to go one way or the other on this one. I am gonna say the cheers will outweigh the boos by a little bit, just because I think Baker's going to be smart enough to, when he leaves Cleveland, to not besmirch this city. And I think ultimately that's what matters to Cleveland fans. He did some great things here. I think it's time for him to move on, and I can't wait to watch him play, hopefully, assuming that he learns to kind of quiet it down a little bit. But I will continue to be a Baker fan, and I'm just assuming more Cleveland fans will be like-minded and will cheer him more than will boo him. But it's going to be close. There will be a lot of boos. So I am chugging. And Jay?
I think I'm going to sip on it. Main reason that it depends, like you said, what happens between now and when he comes back. If everything stayed the way it was right now, I'd say he would get cheered. I think a lot of the people that don't like him are they seem more predominant just because they seem to be more vocal about it. I think the neutral fan will recognize that he brought us a playoff win, one that we hadn't had in a while. But yeah, I think he'd get the cheers. I'm sorry, my arm is getting. I think he'll get the cheers rather than the boos. You'll hear boos, absolutely. But I think the cheers will last longer, and I think what'll matter is what happens between now and when he comes back. So it's a toss-up, really. I think.
I don't care what side of the fence you're on, wherever he lands and whenever he takes a snap on his first game, every Browns fan, no matter what side of the fence you're on, is going to be watching to see what Baker Mayfield does.
Yeah, and that's another point is who does he go to? Right. If he goes to Pittsburgh, he's getting booed.
Oh, he's getting. You know what? That's what I mean. If he was the Steelers, he'd be booed. It would be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, be throwing shit at him.
Fair enough. Let's. Gator said he had an answer. Let's let him jump on and answer this one.
Okay, I'm very surprised by your guys' answers. I thought for sure you would all say the boos would outweigh the cheers. That's what I think is going to happen. Also, because there's going to be a lot of boos in the parking lot before the game, right? Like everyone's going to be hammered the first time Baker Mayfield comes into First Energy Stadium, and they're going to give him so much shit. He might get hit with some boos. There's going to be cans flying. Like it's going to be out of control, especially if he goes to the Steelers. Even if he does go to the Steelers, though, the guy is like a natural born villain, right? He wants to be that. I think he thrives on that. He wants to be hated, right? I think he's going to burn every bridge possible. He's going to get back on social media. He's going to be what the Ohio State fans are just looking for a reason to hate the guy that planted the flag at the shoe, right? I'm telling you, it's going to go south hard. He's going to, especially if we hold on to him for too long, he's just going to get more and more bitter and pissed off. and come back with a vengeance. He'll be grabbing his crotch. He's not going to be shaking hands with little kids. That's what's going to happen, and the boos are going to fly. I'm telling you.
You know
All right.
what though? I think what's going to happen is there's going to be a lead up to the game. Everybody is going to be anticipated. There's going to be some dialogue from Baker, and I don't know what it's going to be. You don't know. It's going to be either positive or neutral, and that's probably really what's going to seal the deal. He's going to be like, "Yeah, I'm going back to finish business," and he's going to get booed, or he'll say, "Hey, I had a good time in Cleveland, started my career there. I got nothing but love." Then he might get cheered. So it's crazy how quickly somebody's mind or even perspective can change on somebody with just just some
I think the flag plant kills him when he comes back into First Energy. I mean, they play sloopy, don't they?
Right.
Like I thought they
He's
did.
not gonna keep his mouth shut.
But I think that, yeah, man, that's a tough call. I would
He'll give
Gator
him
now.
some bulletin board material before.
I think they'll kill him. I think they'll kill him. Yeah.
Gator had a lot of good points. Ed wanted to weigh in.
I wasn't paying attention. All I heard was a lot of hate, a lot of this. Gator, were you talking about me?
No, not everybody's always talking about you.
Well, it's what the things that you were saying about Baker Mayfield. It sounded like a lot like me. Always about himself, this and that. It sounds like you're a Baker hater. Sounds like that to me.
Well, he's not my quarterback anymore, so.
No, he's not.
Bye, Baker.
And Ed.
All right. Thank you, Gator, for that answer. Sorry if I cut you off. We'll move on to our third question in Spit, Sip, Chug. So, for however many games that Deshaun Watson starts for the Cleveland Browns this upcoming season, the offense will continue to feature Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. And I'm going to start this one. And oh my gosh. Ultimately, this is another tough one. I am going to spit on this one. I feel like there's no way we're going to run nearly as much as we do. They'll obviously continue to have them be weapons and everything, but I feel like the passing game is going to take over. Clearly, bringing in a top 8 quarterback was saying we cannot rely on the running game. We need to just completely overhaul how we approach the offense. And right now we're used to kind of being carried by the running game. I think that is going to change dramatically. You look at like the best teams in the league, they don't typically have the best running games. Someone said that like there's like 20 great quarterbacks that are all getting about 40 million a year, which is what the top 8 get. The Browns wanted to get one of those top 8s so they don't have to have that tier where you have 20 through 12 and you're just kind of trying to do everything you can to win the game. I think being in that top 8 means we're going to be significantly relying more often than not on the passing game. And I'm a little bit worried what that's going to do for Nick Chubb just dominating a game. Obviously against a bad running team, they'll just keep doing what works. But more often than not, I feel like we're not going to run the ball as much as I want them to. So I spit. Sorry for that long explanation. Jay, what say you?
I'm going to spit on it too. You bring up an interesting point that I thought about when you were talking. I wonder if they knew they were getting Deshaun Watson, if they would have structured Chubb and Kareem the same way. They would have signed them long or extended them when they did. But yeah, I don't think there's any way. You're not going to pay Deshaun Watson $230 million and then have Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt get 30 touches in a game. They're going to throw the ball downfield. Hopefully they bolster with the draft wide receivers. And I think honestly though, I think that it will certainly open up the game for Chubb and Hunt more than it ever has been for them. So their workload will come down a little bit, but they'll still certainly get yards because they'll be feasting when there's nobody in the box.
Yes. Great point, Roger.
Oh, guess I've been sipping all night. It's because I'm drinking this shit.
By the way, before you answer, I never like to use sip because I feel like that's always the cop out. So, way to go, Roger.
It is the cop out. I think Kevin Stefanski's very systematic, and he'll attack downfield. He'll push the ball downfield through the first 2-3 quarters, and when it's time to start running the ball, and and like Jay said, it's going to open up a lot of running where you're going to be throwing the ball, and it's going to be a draw to Nick Chubb, and he's going to take it for 30 yards. And Kareem Hunt's going to bulldoze his way. He looks for people to hit. And they have Ernest Johnson. Right?
Yes.
Right? They added Ernest Johnson. And I don't think that you can let them just sit, though. You know what I mean? I think Stefanski's going to mix it in. I think our offense can be just lights out, fantastic, and enjoy it this season, because I don't think, we're going to have a backfield like that in the next, 2 or 3 years.
Okay.
I'm sipping.
All right. Well, I hope you were right, because everything you said sounds amazing. I think there is someone that agrees with you. Let's bring him on to see what his opinion is. Gator.
All right. I think I'm gonna chug. That means I think they're gonna feature.
Yes.
Yes. If I don't have
Most
a beer,
convoluted game of all time.
yes, I would definitely.
Hold on. Let's break down something. Why don't you have a beer?
I don't know. I barely got a chair in time to get here. So
you have beer, you just don't have it in front of you.
right. Yeah. I'll go get one here in a minute. I think that, especially if they are going to get, they've got to get at least one more wide receiver, whether it's Brandon Cooks or through the draft. They're going to have so many weapons, and Watson is so dynamic that everybody's going to be backing up, right? They know that there's big plays coming. It's like Jay said. I mean, last year they knew Baker couldn't hit the guy that was 5 yards in front of him, so everybody was up in the box.
Exactly.
Right.
I feel like you're able to hand off and play action, roll out like nonstop. So I would think that you're going to see this combination of Chubb and Hunt just absolutely eat this year. I mean,
Yeah.
get after it, especially because everyone's expecting Deshaun Watson to have these huge numbers. He's not even going to have to, right? He's going to be getting acclimated to a brand new offense, brand new, like they always talk about, it's like a brand new language you have to learn when you go from one system to the next. So it's going to take him some time. And I think Chubb and Hunt are just going to absolutely maul teams.
Especially
And as soon as they decide, they try to move up, then Deshaun goes deep to, whoever.
especially if he's out 4 to 6 weeks to start the season or something like that.
Chunt, 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 Chunt.
John.
That's what I got.
Cross the bus.
All
I
right.
think you bring up a great point in that. What were you saying?
I said
Chunt
they're
thing
going
got me off track.
to feature Chunt because everyone's going to be so backed up and scared of Watson.
Oh, yeah. Here's my thought. I think this is important. I think given the fact that like Watson had one of the best quarterback seasons of all time when they went 4-12, and he had a year to sit and think about that, has to be the best thing for the Browns ever, because ultimately too many quarterbacks are worried about their own stats, and he had like some of the greatest stats ever, and they were awful. So I think he's going to lean into like, hey, like let's win the game. Let's worry more about that than you getting 15 touchdowns tonight. So maybe there's some truth to that. I love it. If this team can run the ball and pass the ball successfully, they're going to be just game over.
Right.
I mean, ultimately, you want them to be balanced. That would be, exactly what you would want, because then the defense has no idea what's going on, and you're going to just absolutely eat them alive.
Man.
But I think at least early on, you're going to have to lean on Chunt. You're going to have to.
Right. And that's Stefanski's whole thing. He doesn't want the defense to know what's hitting them next. Like, are we going to run? Are they going to pass? If the defense doesn't know the answer to that question, that's when the Browns are winning games, in my opinion. So I love it. I'm actually going to change my answer to sip, because I want to be lame like Roger. So thank you for that.
Yes.
Team
lame.
All right. I'm going to keep Gator on for a little bit because this is fun. We're going to get to our top 10 list.
Oh,
kind of amazing. While Roger gets set up here, let me move you over here. Okay. I don't know if you saw the news, but the Washington Commanders are in a little bit of hot water because apparently they were holding on to some of the money that the team made without shelling it out to the other 31 teams. And yet the owner of the Commanders was taking the money that gets collected from ticket sales, but he wasn't giving their fair share. So we wondered at the Dawg Chug, what would it take for an owner to actually get like fired from his job? Like, what would you have to do for the other 31 owners to say, "Hey, you got to go, bro. You're out." Obviously, committing fraud and stealing money at this point doesn't seem like enough. So, what are the top 10 reasons that it would take for an owner to get fired? And Roger, you compiled an amazing list, and I am excited to hear them. So, I turn the table over to you. Let's go.
The top 10 reasons you can lose an NFL franchise. Number 10, they do not underpay and sexualize team cheerleaders at private team events. If you don't do that,
You're gone.
Number 9, if you give out the biggest guaranteed contract ever and the lowly millionaire owners can't filter money into escrow and buy a 6th home in Hawaii. If you cause that, you're out. Number 8, if they tip anybody for anything ever. If you get caught doing that, you're out of the club. Number 7, if they even think about suggesting improving game officiating. They want to keep the
Can't
run.
have that.
Number 6, if they're caught helping a common person broken down on the side of the road. That's odd. Can you imagine being in Texas and Jerry Jones pulls over? Like, what in tarnation we got going on?
I thought
Number
Jimmy
5.
Jimmy Haslam loves homeless people, doesn't he?
You could take draft advice, but you can't give them a quarter.
Okay, you don't think he tipped him for the advice?
You can't, no. Number 5, if the beer prices drop below $17 at the concession stands, you're not allowed to do that. That'll get you thrown out. Number 4, if they find out you've been skimming the visiting team fund after every owner agreed to deny the House Oversight Committee request for the findings during an NFL investigation into the cesspit Dan Snyder considers a suitable work environment where females are harassed or dehumanized, you might as well just be skimming the numbers from Joe Leonardo in the 70s. The Oversight Committee's the least of your fucking problems, Dan Snyder.
That was over my head.
That was very specific.
Number 3, that was worth 2 cards. Number 3, if they catch you actively supporting the Black Lives Matters movement, if you're actually supporting it, you're out. Number 2, if they don't write off all charitable donations, they'll never be heard from or seen again. Paw facile. Capiche? Capiche. And the number 1 reason you can lose the NFL franchise, signing Kaepernick. And that is tonight's top 10. That's Andy Manchin. That's Ross the Sock Boss. And as always, the great Ed in Columbus. And you're not.
Wow, you put Ed in Columbus last?
And the great Ed in Columbus.
Ed, how did that make you feel when you got listed last?
Well, he did say the grade, which is absolutely, a great adjective. So I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. A 9 out of 10.
Very good.
You know what? I'll tell you, I was driving Sunday to Hartville, and then baseball was canceled because of the rain, which you knew it was because it was raining all the way there or all the way to baseball. And I get home and I start reading our production chat, and the 3 of them were just firing them off, man. There was like 30 of them, man. There was like 25 of them. And I had to pick 10. I only wrote 1, the 3-card one about Dan Snyder.
I think you missed my favorite one, that D. Haslam is a Nazi.
D. Haslam.
All right.
D. Haslam was a Nazi.
That top 10 list had me super uncomfortable last time.
I hide it.
Look, let's see. I think we're gonna do some fun stuff now. So,
What's up?
Okay, Ross, are you ready with our game?
Yeah, so we're doing a very special edition of Jeopardy. Ed wants me to play with words here and say Dawg Chuggerty.
Chug Purdy.
Chug,
Okay.
Chug Purdy, Chug. I thought Chuggerty sounded better, but we'll just call it Jeopardy because I'm not gonna screw that up again.
All right. So
Um,
before you begin, Jay, and sorry if I'm stepping on your toes here. We're gonna play a game. We're gonna play Jeopardy. You get to pick one member of the Dawg Chug, and you get Gator to be on your team.
Oh,
So you can either pick Ed, you can pick myself, or you can pick Roger, who might not be able to hear you as you're asking him questions.
What happened?
I'm gonna go.
And I am hosting, so I'm not a pick.
Yeah, Ross is going to
Okay.
host.
All right. Roger. I'm taking Roger.
All right. So we're gonna
Are
move.
we on a team, Andy?
We're gonna move you, and me and Ed are gonna try and battle.
Oh, look at this.
Ooh.
Look at that.
All right.
yeah.
So the way this game works, it's obviously
Hey.
we're not doing money, but
Hey.
for the Dawg Chug, so we do drinks. So you see the values here. There's
Barking.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10. You just take that many drinks. So
Okay.
Okay.
gentleman's agreement, take a sip for every drink. The only thing different than Jeopardy here is we obviously don't have buzzers, so the person that is up first can either choose to guess or not guess. Because if you get it wrong, you get negative points, which I'll be tallying. And if you get it wrong, the next team can take a guess at the question. So, with Jay being our guest, of these 4 categories, which one would you want to start with? We're just gonna go category by category.
Don't pick Dawg Chug.
Random.
Random. All right. So I'm gonna go in order. So you're gonna get the 2-drink question first, and then the next team's gonna get the 4th, and so on. All right. Ross and Nick Carnes enjoy playing this video game together, and you have Roger on your side to help you guess this.
Am I on this team too?
And
And if you don't know, you don't have to guess.
Yeah, Gator's on the team too, so it's me,
Oh,
Gator,
Gator.
and Roger.
I know the answer.
I know the
All right.
answer too.
What do you got?
Gator, go ahead.
Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah, there you go. So you get to give out 2 drinks right now
Ed.
to anyone, including myself.
I'm gonna go Ed.
Well,
Drink up, Ed.
Is that a
There it
Mountain
is.
Dew?
yeah. It's like almost 11 o'clock. It's like, come on, man.
I know. Why are you
No, we'll
drinking
just-
Mountain Dew?
you know what? You can save those for later, Ed. That's fine. We're going to the
enough.
next one. So
What?
I guess we'll call it Team Andy. We're going to go to the
Great.
next one for 4 drinks on random. Oh, waterfall.
Nope, we all have to do a waterfall.
So if you're not familiar with that, you know what? We'll just keep it simple and just do like a 5-second chug.
5-second chug. Let's go.
This is a candle.
Oh,
That was the
All
most
right.
interesting 5 seconds of this episode of the
I don't know
Dawg
how I'm
Chug.
gonna make
Thank
it
you.
with that Mountain Dew. Woo.
All right,
I haven't.
Jay and Roger for 6 drinks. The
And
Nintendo 64 came out in this year.
Um,
this is for me?
I remember Ken Griffey Jr. Baseball was one of their first couple games.
Well, this
And
is
I
for
remember
Jay.
so-
Yeah, Jay and
Yeah.
Roger are up. Do you guys want to
Oh.
guess or not guess?
Oh, yeah, that's right. We got waterfall. That's right.
and Gator. And Gator.
I don't know the answer to that.
Exact year. Yeah, I don't know that.
All right, you passed. Does the other
Mid-nineties.
team want to guess?
All right. I do want to make a guess on this one.
Okay, can we
I'm
talk?
gonna-
Can we talk? Andy, we can
Yes,
talk,
we
right?
can talk about this.
You
First,
get
Okay,
like
so-
5 seconds. It's
I
Jeopardy.
remember
You don't
doing
get
it
a million days to figure it
it's
out.
either 1996 or it's 1997. I believe it's 1996, but I'm not 100% sure.
Correct. You get to
Yo,
give
I'm
out
gonna go-
6
Oh.
drinks. Give out
Uh,
6 drinks.
I'm going to give 6 drinks to Gator.
I need to get a beer. I don't have beer.
All right. When you get your beer, drink
Hey,
6.
Gator, welcome to the Dawg Chug.
All right, so Andy's team is up. This farm animal is notorious for sleeping standing up.
A horse?
Easy.
Or a,
Mr. Ed.
a cow.
Well, what's the guess for your team?
Mr. Ed, I'm gonna go horse.
Ed said horse.
Fail. So you have to take 6 drinks.
I was gonna say, like,
Fucking cow, Ed.
I don't go cow tipping. I don't know.
all right,
I like the wording on that question too. Notorious for standing up.
Yeah.
Ed,
Sorry.
Please
That's how
drink
Trebek would word it.
drink a lot of whatever you're drinking. Mountain Dew.
Fucking cows.
Fucking cows are sleeping standing up.
I wanted to lose.
All right,
Jessica just said the category we should choose is therapists. Which
Very fair. Very accurate.
All right, so this is a pretty difficult one, I would say. So it's a 10 drinker. Jay's team, you're up. What song holds the record for most consecutive weeks as the #1 song on the Billboard Top 100? It happened within the last
I think I
4
know.
years.
What was that, Ross? That was
I'll
a
give
hint.
you a
What was
hint.
that?
It happened within the last 4 years. It's a
Oh
more
shit! I was
recent
gonna
song.
say
Oh, in the last
something by
4
Michael
years.
Jackson.
You
Something
can
by
choose to pass or you can guess.
I thought it was on Michael Jackson.
yeah. That would have been mine. I kind of want to guess. I don't want to pass all the time.
Guess.
All right.
Guess.
But I don't have a good guess.
Rockstar Nickelback.
No.
Oh, I should have known that. That's Jack's jam, man.
No, wait, don't say it, Roger, because I don't think everyone else saw it. Did they? Does Andy's
no, I
team want to
didn't see
guess
it.
what
I
it
didn't
is?
see it. I know
I,
it's
don't know.
one.
I wasn't paying attention. I know that.
Does Andy's team want to guess or no?
I know it's that oh gosh, I just saw it and I can't remember. Old Town.
Oh my! Is that what Billy Ray?
Yeah, it's Old Town Road.
They
Yeah,
saw.
I
Yeah,
was
we
gonna
got
say
it.
that.
I'm gonna give
So,
all 10.
everybody, I think everybody should just drink for getting it wrong.
10 goes to Roger.
That's not even a good song.
All right,
That's,
so Team
that's
Andy.
my son's. That's my son's
All right.
jam. Oh
Do
man.
we go? Do you want to
Team Andy,
go?
you pick the next category. You
Andy,
have to go first.
Browns history.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Browns
cool.
history.
You know history, Ed. Let's go.
Sure.
All right, so the 2-drink question. The Browns got their name from this head coach.
We are the Paul Brown boys. Remember Kevin?
Wow.
All right.
There you go.
We're gonna give
Hey.
2 drinks to Roger. Final
Okay.
answer.
Shout out to Kevin.
All right, so Team J, you got the 4-drink question. The Browns have never won a Super Bowl, but have this many NFL championships.
Is that on us?
Yeah.
Can we talk it out?
Yeah.
Talk it out. You have
Couple
5
I
seconds.
think 8. I think they have 8. No.
That's what I was going to say.
No, remember, this is NFL championships,
Shut,
not
Ross,
championships.
shut up.
No.
Ross, I knew you were gonna be no.
So you guys are wrong. You both
See,
guessed.
Damn it, I was going to say 4.
That's
Oh,
why
you
I
had to
did
fuck it
that.
out.
Roger,
Ed,
you're right.
Ed,
It's
I knew
8.
Ed had the answer. Ed was confident, so he's going to get those points.
Yeah, I knew it was 4.
All right. Let's go to the next $6.
All right, for 6 drinks. This
They always
wasn't
cheat
just
the hell
Baker's
out of
rookie year. It is also the year Ross acquired season tickets.
2018. Final answer.
Correct. 2018.
Give them all the easy ones.
Well, the
Um,
AAFC was when the Browns got their 4 other championships. So you're right. It was total of 8.
We're
but
gonna
it was
give
the
Jay.
AAFC.
We're gonna give Jay 3 of the drinks. We're gonna give Roger 2, and we're gonna give Gator 1.
It's like 15 against 3.
Yeah, it is kind of. I got that, Roger.
Okay, the $8 question, 8-drink question. Roger, Ross, read it.
All right. The Browns have had this many first overall picks since 1999.
Who's this for?
Oh, jeez.
Is it for us?
That
It's
would be
for-
you guys. Yeah.
Okay. Well, no,
Oh, no,
they
it's
had
not.
99.
No, it's not. Wait. It's Yeah, you just got
It's
the
up.
last points. It was
You can pass it or answer it.
No, we had
No,
2.
no.
Oh yeah, this is Jay, Roger,
This is
and Gator.
I know 3 of them. I think it was
I was gonna
4
say-
though, was it?
I-
5?
That's my
I
guess.
can't see you, Gator. You're cut off on my screen. I think you're saying
Gator-
5.
He
Oh
did
yeah,
5.
I think it's 5.
I was usually drunk by the 3rd quarter every.
All right, you guys
fucking
going
game,
with
so
5?
I have no
5.
idea.
We'll shoot for 5.
That's wrong. So,
It's
Team
4.
Andy, what do you guess?
4.
It's
The answer
3.
is
It is
4.
4.
Uh,
It was
It was
Couch,
99,
it was Courtney
2000.
Brown, or
Couch,
yeah,
Brown.
Couch, and then Mayfield
Baker
and
and what's his name?
and
Garrett.
I heard
Garrett,
3 of
yep.
them.
So that was the was that the
$8.
eight?
We're at the 10, and we get this one. Oh, by the way, we're gonna give all 8 to Roger.
Well, at least I know the cow sleeps standing up.
That was 8. Okay, so number 10. This is Team Andy.
We're gonna
Double
give-
Jeopardy.
20 drinks.
How many drinks? What?
I gave you 8, but we have 20 drinks we're gonna put on the line.
Nice.
20. You're gonna do so.
That's
Yeah,
like a Saturday night.
yeah. You have 18. You have 18 points. So that's what the max you can
All right,
wager.
we'll do 18 drinks then.
All right.
And I need you on this one.
I know you do, you son of a bitch.
You guys got lucky. So, how many starting quarterbacks have there been since 1999?
32.
Correct.
Whoa! All right, Ross, drink 18 times.
All right, I got to open up a new one.
Andy, I like being on your team because you're just the cruel and unusual punishment is what I would like to dish out. So this works. This works.
Oh,
We make a great team, Ed.
Yeah, we're like Hogan and the Macho Man.
All right,
It's just
Jay.
like,
Now you get to pick. Do you want Browns players or do you want Dawg Chug?
We'll go Dawg Chug.
All right.
yes.
All right. So for 2 drinks, Andy chugged this many beers in under 1 minute for Twitter fame.
5.
Correct. 2 points.
That was easy.
I think that's
It's
you
worldwide.
guys. You guys have 4 points now.
Andy, yeah, take a couple there.
His license plate is 5. That's it.
All right. So Team Andy's up.
I like team. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, you're in the wrong one. Wrong one. Get off that. Get off that. You clicked the wrong side.
What do you mean?
You
God.
did Dawg
That's
Chug.
Dawg Chug. What do you mean? I'm on the Dawg Chug side.
Sorry. I thought he picked the other
Yeah,
side.
this frequent guest on the Dawg Chug always has Fireball on hand and deals with Ed.
Andy, you can get this one. I don't think I can get
Alright.
this one.
Kelly, not Kelly K. Kelly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Dawg Chug
No,
category is a
I'm
little
gonna give
easy. I'll
4
give you
to
guys
Ed.
that one.
Drink 4, Ed.
This game's
I'm on your team. What is this?
Okay. Well, Kelly has to deal with you, so
That's very true.
All right. So for 6 drinks, Jay's team. This was the month the Dawg Chug debuted on airwaves.
Lives in infamy.
Roger, you better get this one.
Roger.
September.
Correct. Give out
Hey,
6 drinks,
I was in the emergency room with we were in the emergency room the night of our first show, and I got
It's not ideal.
All right, give out your drinks.
me my daughter. Oh,
Jay, got to give out 6 drinks.
give them out, Trey. Give them to Andy.
Three to Andy, 3 to Ed.
You
Split them up.
I'm gonna get drunk tonight. I tell you.
All right, Ed, let's go.
You ain't
All
going to bed soon.
Team Ed.
What?
All right, Double Jeopardy, Dawg Chug. I know every episode of the Dawg Chug. You watch every scene you're in. We should be able to get this. So
Yeah, if it's my scenes. Yeah.
Oh, shit, I got to. What
Shenanigans.
was the? So I didn't write down the question I was gonna say. Shit.
Now he's changing it.
Make it hard.
I feel like we're doing the shit show part 2.
Yeah, kind of feels that way.
All right. Who did Oh, what was I gonna? Shit, this is a problem. with drinking.
Yeah, you don't know the question. You wrote the.
I didn't write it down because I couldn't. I had to manipulate the slide.
I got a
so it
question.
wouldn't show up.
It's not the answer because it's Jeopardy. You don't have the answer, right? We have.
What was Ross's cousin's name from OU that came on the show?
That's my brother-in-law.
Well, brother-in-law.
I
Um,
don't know.
you-
I mean,
that's
he was
the
a
question we'll go
great
with.
guess. Great guess, by the way. Great guess.
What was his
bro.
name?
yeah.
Do you think he would know my name? It's not
He
fair.
knows-
I got my
he knows
name
that.
underneath.
All right.
Thank you, Gator, for helping me out. That's a good question.
Yeah, obviously.
Okay, we don't know the answer to that one, so we're gonna drink.
Yeah, that's not the question, though. That's not the question, is it?
No, he's saying
Yeah.
that's it. 'cause
We're
the
doing
other-
that.
Well, you just made it up now.
He was
Yeah,
one of your
it's the same as
guests
me
on your
making it up
show.
before. There's no difference.
Well, now you know we don't know the answer.
All I did was ask you to name one of the guests on your show. And you
All right,
couldn't do
let's
it.
drink.
Hold on, actually, I'll remember. Hold on.
Oh, I-
All right, it was way too easy anyway, but
What is it then? We
want
want the
easy
real
ones.
question or
Yeah,
answer.
we
all right,
easy.
I'll give you the real one. Hold on.
Yeah,
I had the
Maybe
answer
we'll,
written
maybe
down.
we'll fuck it up and it'll be hilarious.
Yeah, right. We can, yeah. But this is
Why is it flickering? That's
I don't
weird.
know.
Whatever.
Still-
Oh, there we go. What is the staple game of the Dawg Chug?
Spit,
Who,
sip,
you
chug.
know what? I wrote it. Sip, spit, chug.
You said sip, spit, chug. You're
No, it's
wrong.
Spit, sip, chug.
Spit,
I
sip,
said-
chug.
Come on! Oh,
You're
come
wrong.
on.
All right, we have
Wrote
to
it
drink.
down.
We have to drink.
I ain't
Way
gonna
to
do
go,
that.
Ed. Way to fuck it up.
Drink
You
up.
guys are-
I gotta pee.
I'm giving. How many points did you guys wager for that, by the way?
We didn't. You're really not giving that. You're really not giving us that.
I don't think they had any place to wager.
I think
That'd
they
be
wagered
like
all the
call-
points,
that'd
right?
be calling it like-
36. Roger would have got
Andy
that
wrote
right,
it
so I'm giving
down
him
wrong.
36.
I
Okay,
can't
we're
hear
good.
you. What's that? Say it again. Say that again. I'm sorry, Ross.
Oh, nothing. They lost
Oh.
36 points.
Bullshit.
Did they have 36 points?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
Now they
yeah,
have
we had
12.
18 and
No,
18.
you don't.
Ross, he wrote it down wrong. It's always been that way.
No, it's spit, sip, chug. You said sip, spit, chug.
Yep, you said it wrong.
Yep, I agree.
You guys are bad.
Andy's
Team-
favorite thing about Dawg Chug is spitting on his basement floor.
All right, so Team J, even though this dumb show is called the Dawg Chug, this cat has made several appearances on the show.
I have no idea.
Ross's cat.
Don't pass because, yeah, Ross's cat. Don't pass because Ed's
You
in
know,
love
and you
with it.
got a guess for the name, or you're gonna pass?
I will.
All right, what's up, Ed? You got you're gonna steal this one?
Can
Feel
I
it.
steal it right now?
Yeah.
Evie! Evie!
Wow. There you go. So you get to give out 10 drinks.
Roger, you didn't know that?
No,
What?
no, I didn't know. I don't know our fucking cat's names. Why would I know Ross's cat's name?
I don't know the name of the staple show games that we play on the show, obviously.
My
You know, I
kids
made
call my kids name these cats, and I call them something fucking completely different. I don't even know.
All
what
right,
it's named.
so here's where we're at. Team J has 4 points, and Team Andy has 10 because he lost 36, not being able to say spit, sip, chug. And
All
so
right, I'll
for
put down
final,
the list.
so for final Jeopardy, I'm guessing you both want to wager all your points because you barely have any.
Yes.
Mm.
Clue I'll give
We don't
you
have
is-
to, though. We don't have
Yeah,
to.
we
for
should
the-
wager 1 point, and then we win automatically.
I thought we had another
Yeah.
category, so-
I don't want to lose this stupid
I
thing.
hate
'cause I
when
don't
people
know.
do that. Like bet $1, like smug.
All right, fine.
Okay,
Just
Two.
well,
Ed,
Bet it all.
let's agree not to bet $1. We're
All
gonna
right.
we're gonna bet 0.
Yeah, okay.
okay. Well, anyways, you guys can guess. So, Joe Thomas was an Iron Man. How many consecutive snaps did he play? Closest answer wins. Well, gets points.
I don't want to say that. So let them guess first, Andy. Let them guess
Oh.
first.
Wait,
I think it's like
Wait,
against,
Don't you write it down and then
we're
hold up
playing
a piece of
against the
paper?
we're playing against the fucking Rain Man over here.
How about just shut up?
6,492.
Right.
I say 10,000. 10,000. 10,000. 10,000.
Yeah,
10,073.
No, he already said 6,000. We win.
10,001.
We won.
2001. That's better.
That's our guess.
And the
All right,
damn
that's
thing. Give us the
one
W.
answer.
Let's move on.
So, Team J was 10,001. What's Team Andy?
Oh, he said 6,000. I'll say 10,002.
10,300.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we bet no points on that, so we didn't.
Yeah, you
win.
guys
Yeah,
won.
well, that's
We
true.
didn't even do the Browns player category.
Oh,
Oh, shit. You're
Browns
right.
players
Still
category.
some
The whole
points to give out.
Does
Shenanigans.
anybody
Well, we-
care?
Wow.
who won the game?
All right, let's play the Browns players category, and we'll see where we end up.
All
Let's
right.
go.
Lightning round.
Nobody picked
So
it.
this is Team Andy starts off with this one.
Yes,
Of course.
This
Easy.
player has the most kick and punt return yards in Browns history.
I think it's Josh Cribbs.
Joshua
right?
Cribbs.
Yep, that's an easy one.
All their
Was Metcalf second probably then, or McNeil?
Someone else had more than Metcalf total, but Metcalf has the most punt
Northcutt?
return touchdowns.
Was it Gerald McNeil's cube back in the day?
No, Metcalf's the best punt returner though.
Well,
Dino Hall.
Oh, Dino Hall was another
long,
one.
guys.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Team J. Myles Garrett set the Browns single game sack record with this many sacks this past season.
Andy was
Didn't
there.
in Chicago, he had 5 or
Five.
It was like 4.5.
The half.
4.5. I'll give Gator that.
Oh,
Oh, they just
Nice.
throw up any answer
Yeah,
as
yeah.
long as they said the right one.
Yeah, I was
Suck
gonna. I knew it was 4.5, but whatever.
me
I was
too.
gonna give him a round up for the 5 because that's kind of
Fair enough.
confusing.
right.
All right, so Team Andy's got 6.
Hmm.
This player holds the team record for receiving yards and worked with Satan as an executive.
This player holds a team record. Is it in a season, in a game? What is it?
Total.
Oh,
Total receiving yards for the Browns.
it's not. And worked with Satan as an executive. Okay.
Sorry,
I
Ed
know the
doesn't-
answer. I know the answer.
Well,
Just
are you guys
name
passing?
Can I
or you got-
steal?
Yeah,
It's not Paul Warfield. Is
It's
it?
Ozzie Newsome.
No, I did. Well, there you go, guys. He answered before you guys could.
Stolen. Right out from underneath.
You
I just wasn't thinking tight end. I was
guys
thinking
took
wide
too long anyway.
receivers.
Jeopardy gives you like 2 seconds, so that's
I
the
beat
point.
Ed.
You sure
I
did.
knew
I
something
wasn't-
that Ed didn't know.
I wasn't thinking. I was just thinking wide receivers. I wasn't
All
thinking
right.
total.
No, wait,
This
we're at the
punter-
Aren't we at the 8-point question?
Hold on.
Oh,
Ah, shit.
Final answer.
Hey.
This is our question, right?
16. It was Braylon Edwards. 16.
Yeah, you got
Would have gone after the
Hey.
first, but the second word. Butterfinger. Right.
this
I-
screen sharing thing doesn't work too well. This Butterfinger holds the Browns single season record for touchdown receptions.
Brilliant Edward.
Oh,
There you
wow, how
go.
did you get
Hey.
that? Amazing.
when he went to the Jets, I was playing fantasy football. I needed a receiver that week, and I picked him up. And that last play, I would have won that week if he would have caught that fucking ball. And he's from Michigan. He double. Oh, hate Braylon Edwards.
All right.
All right, we'll give this Team Andy gets this one. This punter is the all-time scoring leader in Browns history.
Ooh,
Punter.
Hunter has scored.
I know the answer to this one.
I didn't mean punter. Sorry, kicker. Wow, I put punter. Kicker. It's kicker.
I don't think Phil Dawson beat Lou Groza, so I still think
Yeah,
is
that'd be
it still
Lou
Lou Groza.
Yeah, Lou Grossa. There you go.
Lou Grossa.
All right.
Oh,
Freaking punter.
All right, I'm going to give all 10 drinks to myself.
Yes.
Andy, I'm almost done with all 3 of these things.
All right. Ross, it was an amazing game.
Ross, that was awesome. We gotta do that again.
Yeah, there's some hiccups in making it run smoothly, but
Yeah, but that was us, me and Ed.
I think Ed's undefeated in games when it comes to partners now.
True.
I think
so
we
even
won
though we
that
did
game.
Final Jeopardy ahead of time, Team Ed did win.
I thought it was Team
22 to
Andy.
16.
Yeah.
No
Team
ties. No
No,
ties
it's
tonight.
always
I
Team
got
Ed.
W.
Ed always comes first. Ooh, well, I just want to thank everyone. This has been a really shitty week, but I had so much fun tonight. I hope the tens of people that are watching, maybe it's only 6, you also are having a good time. I know we all did. I could see the smiles on everyone's faces. Jay, thank you so much for jumping on. I hope you come back on again soon, even though this is a big waste of time.
Next time I come on, I'm holding my phone still. I am getting a stand because my hand's been cramping.
Oh, shit.
Oh
Well,
my
we
God,
appreciate
Jay,
the
you've been holding your phone for an hour and 15 minutes.
Well, I've been shifting. I'm all right.
Plus, we only brought you in like with 10 minutes in. So
When you hold a baby, 25-pound baby for however long they're crying, it's nothing.
That's a good
All
point.
right.
But thanks for having me.
Jay, thank you for coming on, man. It was awesome.
Gator, we love when you come on. You have some amazing takes as always. Thank you for playing the game, for being in Specific Chug. It was awesome.
Part
Ed,
of
Ross,
the,
you guys carried the
I got
show.
something to Andy.
Yeah.
I got something to say. Gator, I'll say one thing about the Dawg Chug. It's an influencer. And here's why. Because we got you, Gator. You're an upstanding citizen, right? You know, good looking, all this. you put on a sock and indulged us tonight. You are being influenced by the Dawg Chug.
You Ed. Out of your bullshit.
Andy, the show is making headlines. It's making waves here. Look what we're doing to
We're
America.
out of here.
You know the worst part of this? Like that sock is clearly ending up around Ed's tiny penis at some point. So grossed out by that.
Allegedly.
Legend. That's right.
Legendary.
Boy, look out.
Anyway, thank you so much for everyone coming on. This has been therapy for me. I always say
Hey.
the best thing you can give is your time.
I want to give, on that note, I want to give a shout out to the Barking Browns, Nick Carnes, Jacob Rich, Ed in Columbus, Tuesday nights, usually 8 o'clock. I got to give a shout out every week to those guys.
They're the best, and we love
They're
them.
the
And
Sure.
anyway, thank you everyone. This has been amazing. Let's go Browns. Let's drink them if you got them. Let's go.
Are we on spaces right now?
Go Guard!